Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Dr. T here. How we doing, Evergreen family? Today is Wednesday. This week's video is coming to you because tomorrow is actually National Children's Grief Awareness Day. So many of you are aware of what this day is. Some of you may not be aware. And it's actually a day where nationally we recognize that students, that children are operating with grief. Now, on top of a pandemic that we're trying to work our way through, unfortunately, many of our students have lost loved ones. So this is a day that we want to recognize and be cognizant of those losses. We actually process and talk about those losses with those that are comfortable and wanting. We present to families and the students some resources available and supports that are available. We don't want students to feel that they are unheard during these times. Oftentimes, students and children's feelings can get lost in the day-to-day hustle of life. And we recognize sometimes adult feelings and emotions and loss, but children experience loss also, and it can be life impacting. So we wanted to take a moment just to have a conversation. So when you have about 4 or 5 minutes, I want you to share this video with your daughter, your son, your granddaughter, grandson, whomever. I'm going to read a story, and it's a story that's special to me. It's one of my favorite books that I like to share around this time, and it's called The Rabbit Listened. The Rabbit Listened. And this is going to be a book about loss and how to deal with that grief. One day, Taylor decided to build something. Something new, something special. Something amazing. Taylor was very proud of what she had accomplished. But then out of nowhere, dun, 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 dun. Things came crashing down. And that can mean a lot of different things. Sometimes life comes crashing down on us and it's not expected. We weren't ready for it, and we don't know what to do when things come crashing down. The chicken was the first to notice what had happened. Cluck, cluck. What a shame. I'm so sorry. Sorry this happened. Let's talk about it. Cluck, cluck. But Taylor didn't feel like talking, so the chicken left. Sometimes when we're dealing with grief, we might want to talk a lot. We might not want to talk at all. A person might be ready to share all those feelings. They might not be ready to share any. They might not even know how to share them or what to do with them. Next came a bear. How horrible. I bet you feel so angry. Let's shout about it. But Taylor didn't feel like shouting, so the bear left. There's a lot of different ways to deal with these emotions. The bear wanted to yell, but you gotta persevere. The elephant knew just what to do. Trumpeter, I can fix this. We just need to remember exactly the way things were. So the elephant just wants to put it back together after it was broken. But Taylor didn't feel like remembering, so the elephant also left. The elephant just simply wanted to fix things and put them back together. But Taylor said no. One by one they came. The hyena. Let's laugh about it. Taylor didn't feel like laughing. The ostrich, gulp. Let's hide and pretend nothing happened. Let's avoid even dealing with this emotion. The kangaroo, tisk tisk. What a mess. Let's just throw it away. Act like it was never even there. And the snake, shh, let's go knock down someone else's. So the snake wanted to take his hurt and go hurt someone else. But Taylor didn't feel like doing anything with anybody. So eventually, they all left. We've all been there. We're sad, we're hurt, we've lost someone, and we don't know what to do with that emotion until Taylor was alone. In the quiet, Taylor didn't even notice the rabbit, but it moved closer and closer until Taylor could feel its warm body. So the rabbit might be on to something. Together, they sat in silence until Taylor said, "Please stay with me." The rabbit listened. Sometimes the best way to help someone with grief is just letting them know you are there for them when they are ready to deal with it. The rabbit listened as Taylor talked. The rabbit listened as Taylor shouted. Now Taylor was ready to share how she was feeling and dealing with her grief. The rabbit listened as Taylor remembered. The rabbit listened as Taylor laughed. The rabbit listened to Taylor's plans to hide, to throw everything away, to ruin things for someone else. Most importantly, the rabbit listened. It didn't try to fix, it didn't try to change, it didn't try to throw away, it didn't try to mess anything else up for anyone else. It didn't tell her to get over it. It simply listened to Taylor. Through it all, the rabbit never left. The rabbit stayed right there. And Taylor knew the rabbit was there for her. And when the time was right, the rabbit listened to Taylor's plan to build again. "I can't wait," said Taylor. We have to wait till people are ready to move through grief. "It's going to be amazing," Taylor said. And eventually, they rebuilt. The end. The reason that we share this story about grief is we all navigate it differently. Some cry, some sleep, some stop talking, some don't even know how to act. Some become angry, some become bitter. There's no right way, there's no wrong way, there's no time frame, there's no hurry. We all move through grief in different ways. So tomorrow, we want to recognize that those students are dealing with grief. And we want you to know here at Evergreen, we are here to talk to them when they're ready. We're also here for the parents to talk to them when they're ready, to help you with resources. We know many locally, we have some in the building, we have some we can refer you to. But it is a day that we want to recognize that our students are coping with a lot of loss. And we are here for you at Evergreen. So with that said, Wednesday afternoon, as we're about to move into National Children's Grief Awareness Day, where we will recognize and remember our loved ones and know that this may even trigger some emotions, but we will be here to listen, just like the rabbit did with Taylor. The irony, Taylor's name in the book is Taylor, and my name is Taylor. So with that said, Evergreen family, have a wonderful day. Stay warm. It looks like winter is right around the corner, and I'll talk to you soon.